What you guys got? Another video. And this one is important if you are running Windows 11 right now. The latest Windows 11 update is causing serious problems for a large number of users across 23H2 and 24H2 versions of Windows 11. And the first thing most people do when this happens is go straight to uninstall that update. And that is exactly what you should not do, because uninstalling it the wrong way on a broken system can make things significantly worse. So before you touch anything, watch this video first. If this video helps you out today, please hit the like button and subscribe to Tech Reporter. We cover exactly these kinds of urgent Windows issues every week, and it really does help us reach more people going through the same problem. Now, let us get into it. So let us talk about what is actually happening here. The update causing the most widespread problems right now is KB50555523, released on April 8, 2025, as part of Microsoft's Patch Tuesday rollout. This is a cumulative update for Windows 11 versions 23H2 and 24H2, and Microsoft has officially acknowledged issues with it on their Windows Release Health dashboard at aka.ms/Windows Release Health. So this is not just people complaining online. Microsoft themselves have confirmed there are known problems with this update, affecting a significant number of devices. The symptoms people are reporting are varied, but the most common ones are a blue screen of death appearing during or after the update with the error code .Windows Update getting completely stuck at either 0% or 100% and never moving, the Start menu and taskbar becoming completely unresponsive after the update finishes, File Explorer crashing every time you try to open it, printers that were working perfectly fine before the update suddenly not being detected at all, VPN connections dropping and refusing to reconnect, and in more serious cases, the machine booting directly into the Windows recovery screen on every restart, just like we have seen with other recent update failures. Now, the reason most people immediately want to uninstall the update when this happens is completely understandable. Something worked before. You installed an update. Now it does not work. So remove the update. That logic makes sense. But here's the problem. Microsoft builds cumulative updates in layers, where each update depends on the previous ones being intact. When you uninstall a cumulative update on a system that is already experiencing instability from that update, you can break the dependency chain that Windows Update relies on. This can leave your system in a state where future updates fail to install completely, where Windows cannot verify the integrity of its own files, and where the error code becomes a permanent fixture rather than a temporary one. On top of that, cumulative updates contain security patches. Removing KB50555523 entirely leaves your system exposed to the vulnerabilities that this update was specifically designed to close, and Microsoft is not going to push a replacement patch immediately. So you are sitting on an unpatched system with a broken update history. That is a worse situation than the one you started with. So what should you do instead? The first thing to try before anything else is the Windows Update Troubleshooter. Open Settings, go to System, then Troubleshoot, then Other Troubleshooters, and run the Windows Update Troubleshooter. This tool automatically scans for common update corruption issues, clears cached update files that may be causing conflicts, resets the Windows Update service components, and in many cases resolves the problem without any manual intervention at all. It takes about 2 minutes to run, and it fixes the issue for a surprising number of users. Try this first before doing anything more involved. If the troubleshooter does not resolve it, the next step is to run the System File Checker and the DISM tool. These are built-in Windows tools that scan your system files for corruption and repair them automatically. Open Command Prompt as administrator by pressing the Windows key, typing CMD, right-clicking on Command Prompt, and selecting Run as Administrator. Then type SFC/SCANNOW and press Enter. Let this run completely. It will scan every protected system file on your machine and replace any corrupted ones with a known good version from a local cache. This process takes anywhere from 5 to 15 minutes depending on your hardware. Once it finishes, whether it finds issues or not, run the second command, which is DISM/online/cleanup-image/RestoreHealth, and press Enter. This tool goes a step further and connects to Windows Update servers to download fresh copies of any system files that the SFC scan could not repair locally. Let this complete fully as well. Between these two tools, the majority of update-related system file corruption issues are resolved completely. If your machine is stuck in a boot loop or will not reach the desktop at all, then the approach is slightly different. When your machine fails to boot 3 times in a row, Windows 11 automatically enters the Windows Recovery environment, which you will recognize as a blue screen, with options including Continue, Troubleshoot, and Turn off your PC. Select Troubleshoot, then Advanced Options, then Startup Repair. Windows will attempt to automatically diagnose and fix whatever is preventing it from booting correctly. This process can take anywhere from a few minutes to around 20 minutes, and in many cases it is enough to get the system back to a bootable state without losing any data or removing the update. If Startup Repair does not work, go back into the Advanced Options menu, and this time select Command Prompt. In the Command Prompt window, type bootrec/fixmbr and press Enter. Then type bootrec/fixboot and press Enter. Then type bootrec/scannos and press Enter. And finally type bootrec/rebuildbcd and press Enter. These commands rebuild your boot configuration data, which is often what gets corrupted when a firmware-related update like KB5055523 installs incorrectly. Once all 4 commands complete, type Exit and press Enter. Then select Continue to attempt a normal boot. This resolves boot configuration corruption in the majority of cases where Startup Repair alone was not sufficient. Now, if you have tried everything above and your system is still not functioning correctly, then and only then should you consider uninstalling the update. But even then, there is a right way to do it. If you can reach the desktop, go to Settings, then Windows Update, then Update History, then Uninstall Updates. Find KB5055523 in the list, click on it, and select Uninstall. Let Windows handle the removal process cleanly through its own interface, rather than forcing it through command line tools, which reduces the risk of breaking the update dependency chain. Your machine will restart during this process. After it restarts, check whether your system is functioning normally. In most cases, removing the update through the proper interface and allowing Windows to restart cleanly resolves whatever symptoms you were experiencing. If you cannot reach the desktop to uninstall through Settings, boot into the Windows recovery environment as described earlier, go to Troubleshoot, Advanced Options, and this time select Uninstall Updates. You will see options for Uninstall Latest Quality Update and Uninstall Latest Feature Update. Select Uninstall Latest Quality Update, which covers cumulative updates like KB5055523. Windows will remove the update and restart your machine. This is the safest method for removing an update from a system that cannot boot normally, and it preserves the rest of your update history intact. After you have resolved the issue, whether through the repair tools or through uninstallation, there is one more thing worth doing. Go to Settings, Windows Update, Advanced Options, and turn on the toggle for Notify Me when a restart is required to finish updating. Also turn on Active Hours to make sure Windows does not attempt to install updates and restart your machine during times when you are actively using it. And keep an eye on the Windows Release Health dashboard at aka.ms/Windows Release Health, because Microsoft updates this page regularly when they have identified a fix for a known issue. In the case of KB5055523, Microsoft has indicated they are working on a resolution and will push a corrected update through Windows Update automatically once it is ready. When that corrected update appears, your machine will download and install it automatically, and the issues you experienced should not recur. One last thing worth knowing. If you have a printer that stopped working after this update, which is one of the most commonly reported symptoms, the fix is usually straightforward even before the official Microsoft patch arrives. Open Device Manager by pressing Windows key and X and selecting Device Manager from the menu. Find your printer under Print Queues or Printers, right-click on it, and select Update Driver. Choose Search Automatically for Drivers and let Windows find the correct driver version. In most cases, this restores printer functionality immediately without needing to wait for the full update fix from Microsoft. That is the complete process for handling a broken Windows 11 update correctly. Run the troubleshooter first, then SFC and DISM if needed, then Startup Repair or bootrec commands if you cannot boot, and only after all of that should you consider uninstalling the update through the proper settings interface or through the recovery environment. Following this sequence gives you the best chance of resolving the issue while keeping your system secure and your update history intact. If this video helped you out today, please hit the like button and subscribe to Tech Reporter for more of these urgent and practical Windows guides every week. And if you are still having issues after trying everything in this video, drop your specific situation in the comments below. Let us know what symptoms you are seeing, which version of Windows 11 you are on, and what steps you have already tried. I read every comment and I will do my best to help you personally. See you in the next one.